people will say, capitalism is this great driver of innovation and we live in the best possible world. No, this is lies. Look at the world around us. We live in a miserable world, actually. And capitalism, in fact, limits what we can achieve. It limits our capacity for innovation because we only get innovation that is profitable to capital, right? Not innovations that we actually need for improving well-being and ecology. And it limits what we can actually do with our labor. We know what we need to be doing, building the houses, building the renewable energy systems, building the public transit, but we are not permitted to do those things, even though we have the capacity to do it because we don't have control over our productive capacities. This is crazy. For capital, the purpose of production is not, in fact, to meet human needs or to achieve social progress, much less any ecological goals. That's not the objective. The objective is very singular, which is to maximize and accumulate profit. Now, this leads to, as a result, perverse forms of production, right? So capital makes massive investments in producing things that are profitable to capital, things like SUVs and fast fashion and mansions and private jets and the military-industrial complex, right? So we get massive production of those things, and we get chronic shortages of obviously necessary things, right? Like affordable housing and public transit and renewable energy and so on. And so this is actually what explains our current paradox, the double crisis that we face right now in the world, right? Which is an ecological crisis driven by massive production to the point of overshooting 6 planetary boundaries, driving ecological breakdown. But at the same time, we have massive deprivation socially. 2 billion people around the world live in food insecurity. I mean, something as basic as food security cannot be supplied by capitalism for everybody. 5 billion people, lack access to necessary healthcare, right? And this is obviously mostly in the periphery of the world system, but it's true also in the imperial core, in the high-income nations themselves, where I was just looking at data on this recently, actually. 100 million people in the USA and Europe live in food insecurity. I mean, think about this. The richest countries in the world cannot even guarantee something as simple as food security to their citizens. The working classes in these regions are immiserated despite the vast wealth that they produce.